All right, guys, we have a pretty big emergency over here. Whew. Reason being, I say that. Let's actually take a look at the warfare banner or the image over here. Well, I'll give you guys a second. What do you guys see in that image right there? Okay, I'll give you guys a second. Just think about it. Look at the image. Let me know what you guys see. Is that another full armor unicorn I'm seeing right there? They don't usually add another unit right on that slot unless that is something that is gonna be releasing next week. That is what they're exactly going to be doing. Let's take a look at the event point multiplier gunpowder parts over here. What do you guys see? What is that new gunpowder we see over there? We are getting a P attribute full armor unicorn Gundam. Oh my gosh. So it's safe to say that we don't know for sure if this is gonna be a 1-to-1 to scale. If this is, man, Power Creep just took another big dip. Reason being, I say that because the last time they released the full armor unicorn was probably around a year ago. To be exact, it's more around 11 months because they released it, the full armor unicorn alongside with the Banshee Norn. That is, I think, in the celebration of the version 2.1. Yeah, that is exactly roughly about a year ago. That one is a T type, this one is a P type, so it's safe to say that this is something they can continue to do. They can just kind of come back around with a standard version of whatever Soulcast and Gundam Battle Festival parts that has been released before. So that is something that kind of keeps the game kind of going for like a little bit longer, I would say. So that is good. Because what I potentially see from them doing another alternative attribute for these guys is they can potentially add more EX skill to it. Not like a lot more. It's just more of like because they're slimming down how many episodes of Unicorn into that one EX skill. So this gives them potential of like adding new scene that is from the anime. So that is that is pretty exciting for me personally, right? Or I think a lot of people in general, just to be able to see some type of different EX skill that is presented with the unicorn right here. So that is something I am pretty excited about. But if you talk about power creep, I don't think this game really has a power creep in a way. It does, but let's be honest. What kind of competitive like events that you will see or you will say, oh, like they released those 40% traits portrait, right? But how impactful is it for like everyone? I don't think it's gonna be impactful to a lot of people unless you guys are like arena player, like competitive arena players. If you guys are just general players who just play the game just to play it, just to clear some story event, I don't think that's too much of a big deal. Because I would say any stat, let's say in terms of both melee and shooter, let's say if you guys are managing around 60k ish, I think you guys should be able to clear any type of like story missions, those free missions with ease, I would say. Unless you guys are hardcore arena competitive player like me myself, I think these right here, like big scale combining to like a soul guys, that would be a big problem for us. But other than that, I feel like this is not going to be any big issue for everyone. So that is safe. That is safe to assure, right? But at this point in time, we're not guaranteed to see a big scope for this guy yet. That should be confirmed on Tuesday night when this actually drop. I don't want to make the assumption and then be like, oh, it's not gonna be it. It's just like a standard version, not big scale. But it is safe to say with the alteration that it's always gonna be a big scale. But I I don't want to jump the gun and not being a big scale. So in terms of some word tag, I can kind of predict this guy trap. Let's actually jump over and talk about the one we have in game already. It is going to be, let's see, it is going to be right here. I have built this already. Let me take this out because this is not something that's come along with it, and I don't want people to assume, oh, are we getting a new bench a Banana Link spotted? No, 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 that is just a build project. So let me take that away. Here's the full set for Army Unicorn in game right here. So let me see. Let's kind of go over some word tag this guy has over here. Keep this in mind. This is our very first Soulcast and Gundam Battle Festival or Soulcast unit that received an alteration upon release, and then after that, everything followed on that path. Got an alteration afterwards. So I don't know if they're gonna follow the same trend to just follow because this guy in terms of portrait is not the best. It's been over a year already. In terms of stat, you're not looking the best. I want to say it's just kind of outdated in a way. Not outdated. The portrait is still serviceable if you do have them fairly well out. Like I don't know, like portrait level 5. I want to assume it's still fairly good. You know. But let's kind of take a look at some word tag you can see from the sky. You are looking at 8 parts possessing the Vortex Pro tag, and then 5 parts of high firepower, and then 2 parts of Gundam type. So alright, that's not bad. This is more of like a dual type build in this setup over here, because Pro tag is obviously boosting melee, and then high firepower is more of like a dual type build ish over here. So shooter and melee does get a buff, and then Gundam type is more of like a exclusive to like a shooter build. So what I do speculate if for the next war tag they're gonna have the sky. I think what we have been seeing for the past few 1-to-1 skill alteration, they have been buffing a specific war tag. So I think the last one is the Death Scythe, and then the one that I see a lot of boosting for in terms of tag was I think it was for urban area. I think that was one of the tag I see a lot from the unicorn, or not the unicorn, excuse me, from the Death type. So something I do expect this guy potentially to have, or boosting another tag we not have been buffing. I wanna say maybe for space. I think for space is something definitely they can start to kind of get it boosting on, because I don't recall any big scale currently boosting for space. So that is something I can speculate. And then another word tag I can kind of expect them to boost maybe Ace exclusive. I think that's something they can kind of do. And then as for the third final world check, maybe just get this up again. I don't know. That is something I do have in mind. But we shall see on Tuesday night. That is something we will definitely see. So let's kind of go back to the notice page and see the other unit that is getting released at the same time. Alright, in terms of what we're going to get for the warfare unit, this is the Sleeps Arsenal over here. This is a Suza, if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Probably, right? But this is a docking type unit, which means it's a two-parters, but obviously in Escape it's not actually going to be docking. But in the actual enemy of Unicorn series over here, I believe it was able to dock with like a fly unit and then attaching onto actual moves over here. So this guy does look pretty buff up with those autos missile part right there. So I am pretty excited to see what kind of E skill they can kind of generate from this guy over here. Other than that, the other unit we are going to be getting is going to be another Cherry. Wow, where's my Seri at? Because they have not actually released a Seri units in this game yet, so that is something yet to see, I guess. This time around, this Cherry is the GNHW/R. This is the final version. As they're heading in the actual Gundam Double series, as they're heading out to into what was that fortress they're going to? Veda. There you go. And they were in the final mission to try to recover Veda from the innovator, or the fake innovator, if you will. So that is that. I think that is pretty much it for next week. I think the most exciting part is to see them buffing, finally doing another big skill that is buffing a Soka unit. So that is pretty excited to see if that is something they're gonna continue on from now on. But we shall see on Tuesday night. That is something I'll definitely cover first, the 4 army unicorn. So with that being said, do let me know if you guys are interested in another unicorn in game. I think currently this makes it the 8th unicorn in game. Yeah, we have quite the unicorn in this game. I think by far the most realistic unit in the game, I would say. I think other than that, we do have the next arena right here. This arena is gonna be the overdrive mode over here. So, if you are type advantage, you are gonna be getting another 150% upgrade. Let me see. Let me check it out right now. I have not actually done yet, so let's see. Let me see if it's gonna be 150% up. No, oh my gosh, 200%. Wow, this is huge. My gosh. Oh wow. But let me elaborate a little bit more of why I say arena is not a I would say arena is probably something that a lot of people don't really need to focus on. Besides the fact that you just need to do it once a day, you just need to complete it in order to just kind of clear your daily mission. Because the award for the arena is not even that good. Let me see right here. So these are the daily reward. So this is what you can expect to get. I think everyone should be knowing this already. You do get a little bit of a capital as well right here. I think you get once you rank to SS, you do get up to 50 horse per day. But this is like later down. I would say at like arena day 4 to 5. I think that's a good time when you should hit SS rank. But why do I say arena is not the war is not even that good? For rank 1, you are going to be getting 75 horror chips, and then I think even if you come in at like 50,000, you still get 40. Obviously, I don't know how many people actually place into the rank 50,000 right there. But let's say if you can rank anywhere between 1,000 to 5,000, I think you should be in a pretty good hands of getting yourself 100 horror chips at the end of the event. So that is something to kind of expect right there. And then if you place within the top 100 to top 1, you're gonna get a title right there. The title is just more to signify that you spend money into the game. The more money you spend into the game, obviously you can get those title. But I would say, from my personal experience, Arena, I spend more horror chips than what I can get back in return. So that's why I say Arena is not for everyone. It's more for like people who spend enormous amount of money. Let's say a couple of thousands a month. I want to say, yeah, that's a pretty good range, right? If you can, basically, if you rank one, is more of like a big flex, or just to show off people like, oh, look, oh, I spent money into the game. This is why I can get this title here. So that's pretty much it. It's nothing. You're not losing on anything. Besides the fact that you're gonna spend more than which you can get back. So that is just my word of advice. If you can rank anywhere within like the top 1,000 or even top 5,000 to like 10,000, you should be in a pretty good place. But don't let me right here discourage you from trying to reach like into the top 100 per se. But just from my personal experience, I would highly suggest everyone to like, if you guys don't have any, or if you guys are not any better into the game, I would say pushing to the top 100 now would be a pretty hard thing to do. But I am pretty interesting to know if any of you guys watching my video right now, if you guys are like a free to play players that has been able to reach top 100, that is something I am pretty excited or interested to know. So with that being said, that would be pretty much it for this video over here, and then I will catch you guys all on the next one.